Alright, hey guys, welcome to another Let's Play of Daggerfall Unity. And you probably just realized I am not in the same place I was when I ended the last video. That's because I completely screwed up my recording. I actually was recording and none of it got saved. So, and unfortunately I don't have that old save again because I was being dumb and I didn't save it. I'm just gonna have to go back to here. Luckily, nothing much really happened in the last video. I will give you a quick rundown. Basically, if you watched the previous video and you read the description, I actually mentioned I messed up my build. So if you watch the first episode, you'll notice that in the options for the background, I went ahead and just went with an automatic background. I didn't choose my own background. What I should have done was click the second option and create my own background, because that way I could control it. That's part of the reason why a lot of the NPCs didn't like me, was because I didn't know what I got randomly. So maybe I pissed them off or something, I don't know. But now I have a much better build. So I do want to show you my build really quickly. So, oh sorry, I didn't mean to press that. Okay, so here are my stats. You can check out how much gold I have, health, encumbrance, blah blah blah. My skills. Right, long blade again. It's gonna be my top one. You can pause if you want to see my build. Okay, my etiquette is like apparently a little bit slow, but it's not terrible. My day drink is like 12%. That's hilarious. Okay. And obviously these are my stats. My HP isn't as high as before, I think. But I do have like better armor this time around. And my stamina isn't as good. However, my fatigue is a lot better. So here's my inventory so far. So what happened last time was I sold a bunch of junk. I bought myself steel longsword. I didn't get any elven longswords, unfortunately, from that dungeon, and I don't want to spend money on it, so that's why I don't have any. Here's magic items. I didn't get the invisibility potion this time. I got potion of water breathing and water walking, which are two very different things. They're exactly what you think they would be. And I actually bought a small cart, which allows me to carry 750 weight in items. The only thing is that you leave the wagon outside of the dungeons. And here's a bunch of potion ingredients that I have. So, there you go. And then a friend of mine went ahead and told me that imps are actually immune to iron. Which kind of sucks because I wanted to use iron because it's cheap. And because that was the only weapon I had at the time. But I killed it with this steel claymore, which is why I'm keeping it. Even though I have no skill in claymores. Okay, so in the last video, I actually explored a lot of the town. So, in the old video, I actually started here, near this particular inn, Thirsty Muskrat. In this game, I actually started this way for some reason, but it doesn't really matter. I just went into all these locations that you can see. I did find the Fighters Guild here and the Knights of the Dragon here. Those are two of the guilds. Oh, and the Temple of Kinnereth, which, by the way, because this is a holiday, I kind of clicked out the message box. But basically, they're giving free healing, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so Knights of the Dragon, there's a knight order in every single major town, and it's a faction, and you can join those and you can serve the lord or whatever lord owns the town or whatever, and help them out. And then Fighters Guild is Fighters Guild. I am trying to find a Mages Guild, so there's a guild here, and there's a guild here. So I decided to go this way. I kind of went down here, and then I went through this circle of stores here. That's all I did. And then I went into the castle, and then that's when I encountered a really annoying bug where I couldn't look around using my cursor. Not sure why, but I exited out of the game and it works fine now. So basically nothing really happened. That's all that happened. Like, seriously. No combat happened. It was just me trying to find like all the locations, just get my bearings. And I think that's what I'm going to continue doing in this video. Let's check out here. So this is a store. Bookstore, obviously. Let's go in here. Ooh. You know, for a bookstore, I wonder why he's selling skulls. But here's one thing I found out. So if you look here, okay, so real Banzai, Galarian Mystic, which are, I mean, Bethesda, they've reused the books over and over. Now here's something interesting that I found. If you click on like another shelf, no, it can't be the same. It can't be the same size. Okay. So, whoops. No, it's not different. Okay. See, if you look into a different shelf, there's different items. I didn't realize that was a thing. Yeah, see, Arcade of God, that's a different book. Okay. SL Ball. Yeah, see, they're all different books. So these guys, this game actually has way more like inventory. And I like that because it kind of makes you feel like you're browsing through a store. Like the shelves aren't just there for decoration, they're actually there for a reason. It's just so cool. I kind of wish they had that in the old games. I mean, old games, oh my gosh. Newer games. Because it's just, that just makes sense. It makes sense. For the shelves to actually have a purpose. And the other thing I realized is that the guilds have unique buildings. So like, this is a guild. Let's see, locked. Lock has nothing to fear from you. Might be at the wrong time. Which I found out, you can check the time by pressing I. It's like 10. So it could be it's too early. Ooh. Is that a Debella statue? Ooh. I hope this is... Oh, Knights of the Dragon. Okay, interesting. So, they have like a castle-y building, which makes sense because they are knights. Let's check out this green inn over here. I mean, this is what I do in every town, just like activate all of the fast travel points. Right? Right. In this case, I'm just trying to figure out what the heck the buildings are. Let's go wait to get to explore the town. So this is an inn, obviously. Ooh, this is one thing I mentioned in the previous video, which obviously you guys in here. There's like at least like 5 or 6 different inn layouts. This is a new inn layout I haven't seen before. But like the rooms are like maybe randomly, I don't know, pre-generated, I'm not sure. Yeah, but it's like, this hallway is different. But the NPCs in this room, I've seen them before in a different inn. Yeah, like this kid. That guy. Yeah. So there's like several preset like inn types. And then they just switch the NPCs around. Which is kind of cool. Efficient way to kind of, I guess, generate them. So here's another one. Another store. Okay, so let's see. Ooh. An icon. I wonder what that is. Info. Nope, I have no idea. Okay, so this guy seems to be selling a mix of different things. Kite shield, tower shield. Oh yeah, and I got a kite shield in that dungeon. Just pretty awesome. Oh. Oh, this guy has a spinning wheel. That's cool. So that store was the Emperor's Hawk Shop. Huh. It did have a lot of cool stuff. So let's go straight down here. Yeah, there's guards like hanging around. Okay, let's just go down here. I'm gonna go to this area right here. Yeah, so this is a lot of me just kept looking at all the stores. Sorry if this is boring. but I figured this is a good way to kind of get used to the controls, get used to the way things look, kind of get used to the way quests work, things like that. I'm trying to avoid as many quests as possible because I think I took on way too many, and I found out if you default on quests, like you don't follow through, those people will hate you and their guild will hate you too. So that sucks. Okay, general store. Right? Where is the door? Here it is. Iron Hunter. So I don't know if you guys noticed. For those of you who only played Skyrim, there are weapons here that are not in the Elder Scrolls games, like in the future Elder Scrolls games. A lot of them got removed, which is kind of it's just a shame, I think. A lot of the weapons got removed. Daggerfall actually has the most variations of weapons because they have throwing weapons, like throwing knives and stuff like that. Oh, and spears. Spears are absolutely amazing. Okay. Skyrim simplified it a lot, like a lot, okay. So here's another general store. Okay. Well, you know what kind of stuff they have. Mordrick's quality supply store. Okay. Let's go over here, let's go to the store. Actually, I don't know if anybody's interested, maybe after, I don't know how much of this game I want to stream. This is a big game. This is huge. I'm not going to be able to, like, I very highly doubt I'll be able to do everything. Let's go to the store. So I was thinking maybe if, not when I get tired of this game, but more like when I'm done with like the main quest of this game. Do people want me to try to stream Morrowind? Because I have finished Morrowind. I didn't do everything because some stuff is actually locked out to you based on your abilities and your factions. Because some factions are against each other, and I'm gonna assume the same for Daggerfall, just because of the fact that this game is just older. Let's go to this tavern here. Oh, this is a huge tavern. So I'm wondering if people want me to try streaming Morrowind, because I do like Morrowind a lot. It's a really good game, and I would love to like stream it. Why not? That one does have DLC. Daggerfall does not. I think there is some downloadable content, but this version should have like all the latest patches and stuff. But there's no like official DLCs. So once I do the main quest and like maybe the faction quest, and that's it. Go to the general store. So I think it'd be kind of cool to do Daggerfall. Plus I've always wanted to do a magic build in Daggerfall. I'm sorry. Daggerfall, Morrowind. I've always wanted to do a magic build in Morrowind. Last time I did like a warrior build. Very, if not identical to this one right now. This Redguard build. It's my safety net build. Because it always works. But yeah, for Morrowind, it'd be kind of cool to do a different build. Just for myself, you know. Also for you guys to kind of see how the game plays. Because it's old, but I think it still kind of holds up. Oh, this is a jewelry store. Let's check it out. Okay. I didn't want to click that door earlier because I think that's someone's house. Man, these people racer. More torque. That's cool. Bracelets. Okay, so this is like jewelry stuff. I wonder why there's two people here. And why is this lady tavern lady? Okay, so pretty close to jewelry. That's awesome. Odd. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Okay, wow, there's like just houses here. Look at this, just houses. Okay, so where should I go? I kind of want to go to this area because that might be Meteor's Guild. I'm gonna go to the left here. But yeah, if you guys think I should try doing Morrowind after this one, go ahead, leave me a comment down below. And then maybe I'll do it. It's a really fun game, so I think I might just do it just for fun anyways. I do have like this tendency to play old games, so, and I do have like a backlog of really old games, so maybe we'll see if I have time. Maybe I'll do some more. The Dwarf and the Priest. Well, I mean, the dwarves aren't around anymore. And there's an interesting bit of lore about that, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. If we ever do Morrowind, I'll save the dwarf story for Morrowind, because that game actually explains it. But the Dwemer and the dwarves, very interesting lore right there. Ooh, this is armor. Yeah. Look at this guy, banging out armor. How much is it? Wow, 406. I'm sorry, I'm too poor. Me. But let me just. Accidentally equipped it and unequipped it. And it didn't get good stuff from that dungeon. It's around. My first build, it had good stuff. There's another armor, like literally across from each other. Stop banging away on armor. Okay, well. Let's just leave. Theoden's General Smithy and then Daggerfall Mail. Cool. Okay, let's go over here. Cows. Oh, the cows are so cute. Seriously, they're so cute. Another inn. We've seen this inn format at least. Okay, I've seen it at least like 7 times already. The Dirty Goat. That's a pretty cool name, actually. I better sell something. Okay, anyways. Into this store. These are like the fancy meat stores. I think I'm not 100% sure what kind of stores these are. Pawnbroker, I guess. Okay. That explains why. They're probably like super mixed random stuff. While general store is more like household items, things like that. Basically non-weapons. Pig! So it looks like at this point I can get Elven. Which makes sense, like, that's pretty relatively early game stuff. I'm gonna assume the next armors I can probably get is like Mithril. Mithril, by the way, was removed in Skyrim. It was originally in all the Elder Scrolls games except Skyrim. Here's another store. This is a big store, holy cow. So look at the clouds. Very pixelated clouds. This is a huge store. Holy water, talisman. Madness of Pelagius. Oh, like this store is, I guess the building is big, but the store itself is. Wow. I'm not gonna go up because I think that's kind of rude. Just waltz into someone's room. I mean, room, house. Okay, so let's go straight through here. Wait, the King's Hawk Shop. Wasn't there another one? Yeah. The Emperor's Hawk Shop. And then the King's Hawk Shop. Okay. Totally not rivals. I was just literally one name. Can you imagine if one guy was like, oh, I want to be this, and then the other guy's like, no, my name's the same. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna just change it to King. I don't know. That would be really funny. Was it weirdly icy here or something? Not Mage's Guild. This is the Mage's Guild right here. Oops. Just look at that. Oh, dang. This is sick. Look at this. Okay. Talk. Well met, stranger. Can I join the guild? Yes, you are worthy to join the Mage's Guild. As an apprentice, you can use a Spellmaker and get training in any of the guild's guilds. Yes, this is why I need a Spellmaker. Later, you'll be eligible to use the library biological items and even make your own. Rangers and Druids. Yes! I'm an apprentice of the Mage's Guild. Awesome. All I had to do was just say yes. Cool. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Wow. Oh, who are you? Dangerous summoning. That's pretty cool. What are you going to do with dangerous summoning? What does this guy do? Teleportation. Wow, the shading on that guy looks fantastic. Because I'm too low ranked to do teleportation. However, I can make spells. That's all that matters. Okay. This guy. Make spells. Ooh, cool. Let's do this later because I might have to look up a guide for that. I'm not 100% sure how that works. I'm gonna try to find the place to buy spells. Training. Oh yeah, that's right. I can actually. But I'm not high enough member. Make spells. I want to buy spells. Let's have to make them. Okay, so and actually to get a plus, they like me more because we're part of the same guild. Oh, identify. Cool. So let's say identify enchanted items because in this game you have to identify them. Buy spells. Okay. Let's see. Oh gosh, that's a lot. Did it have a heal? Heal. Wow. Our price is 95. Okay, cool. I should bargain it to go down. Cool. Not bad. So this guy. Make magic items. Cool. Okay, cool. So I think I looked at pretty much everybody and I'm lost in this building. Let's see. Nope, this way, this way, this way. Cool. Now after all the doors open. Okay, cool. So I joined the Mage's Guild. That's awesome. I can buy spells. That's pretty great. I wonder what was the time. Okay, so there's only a few buildings left. I'm still trying to find that inn that I have to be in. Let me double check what it is real quick. Devil, the White. I will take a room at the inn, the White Fairy Inn, the Devil Dragon's Hospital. Wait, the White Fairy Inn, the Devil's Dragon Hostel of Dragonfall? That's the longest name. I hope that's not the full name. Okay, I'm just gonna wander around a little bit more. Let's go to this building. Oh, the Mage's Guild, that's cool. I think it might be the time. It's like 1. Maybe the guilds are open at 1. I'm out of storage space on my computer. Somebody buy me memory. King's books. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna save right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know I messed up a lot for this stream, getting this video out, but hopefully I explained everything that happened really well, so you kind of know what happened. Didn't really miss much, it was just me running around, looking around at items. Now I finally get to join the Mages Guild, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so again, if anybody is interested in potentially me doing Morrowind, you know, leave a comment. But I'll go ahead, I'll see you guys next time, in the next video. Okay, bye.